Hello, I'm Marcus. This is a stock list from the 1st of February, so that's today that I'm making this video, and just to go through it, to think about if any changes need to be made. First piano is the Yamaha Concert Grand. It's been in since February last year, but that's because we had it fully restored, and that was a long job, and it's been in this concert venue for 4 months or so. We have reduced the price as low as we can do so, but the main question is whether we can replace the piano, and at the moment we have no other concert grands to replace it with, so when we do, we might be able to lower the price a little bit more, but although that's pretty as low as it can get, really. That's Yamaha S6. Well, you'll have seen videos that we've made on Yamaha S6 compared with Steinway, possibly. If you look at our video channel, you will find plenty of videos of comparisons. So that's been in just recently, that's December, and so that's piano we're really grateful to source. £30,000 for an S6 is, if compared to the new price, is tremendous value, and it's hardly used. So we obviously do need to perfect the piano, as we always do. I think perhaps we'll lower that a little bit, so that's 29,750. Just, we are always lowering prices, so if you keep coming back to the stock list, you'll see the prices are going down, because we must make sure we sell pianos. Obviously that's keeping us in business. The Yamaha C7, and that's been in about the same amount of time. Again, extremely high quality piano. There's a bit of refinement to do on that still. There is a video I've made of it when it came in. So 21.5, I think we'll probably leave it at that. If you're interested in a piano, please do write to us, info@robertspianos.com. The Bluthner Style 4, we've been so popular, Style 4 grands, and it's very hard to get hold of them. This is a black one, this is unusual. Most of them are mahogany, and 16,500. Perhaps slightly optimistic, and I do need to make sure that, but it has literally just come in. Actually, that doesn't tell you when it came in, because it went out and came back in because it was rented out. So sometimes this number doesn't tell you, because that says 2020 May, but it has been out on rental, so it's back in, and I checked it the other day. It's a lovely piano, and need to think about that, but perhaps a little bit less, so that's put out 16,750. Sorry, that's going up, isn't it? 16,250. Sorry about that. Steinway Model O, and that's in my house, actually. I just love this piano, and I will try and make a video of it, because often we need to sell pianos, but I don't know what I'm going to replace it with. We have got good stock, so it's better I find something that I like equally. Lip 175 is currently having new hammers, shanks and rollers fitted at this very moment, so it should be late February. Yes, I think it should be ready by late February, shouldn't be a problem. 12,000, we'll have to review the price when it is all finished, but Lip has always been a favourite of mine, and in my house I've had Lip pianos for over 20 years, Lip grands, same length actually, it's almost the same model. So I'm really delighted with that piano. The Foric is due in, and we don't actually have it in stock. Foric have got them, I've checked, so if you want their top upright, basically, have a look at their videos, and we have a video, I think, of it as well. We've been to visit Foric to see them making them. Schimmel piano disc is unique, really. I did get it for wedding sale or wedding hire, but of course there wasn't any weddings last year, it was a lockdown. So we're happy to rent it out, £200 a month, really cheap that would be. I'm not sure about lowering the price, but do write to us and see what you can do. We need to turn over pianos, so the Damon Concert Grand, that's extremely low price for a concert grand piano, and Damon's English, and they're extremely well made concert grands. They made a few of them, actually. I've seen more than one. This one's been fully restored and is, well, extremely low price for rental, to try and encourage people to rent the piano. So if you rent for 10 months, then all the 10 months rental's taken off the purchase price, but we're also allowing 1 month rental. But the problem is you've got to also pay delivery and collection up front, whereas if you do 10 months, we will halve that. Bluthner Style 7 is just in stock, really, December last year. So I haven't gone over that piano in great detail. It has been pitch raised and tuned, so I have to have a look at that and make a video. So there's no video of that at the moment. You'll find out on the website whether we have videos. If you look at our main stock list, it says video available, although we put videos of the same piano that we sold before, similar models. 10.5, well, at the moment, we're, as I mentioned with the earlier Blüthner up here, the Blüthner Style 4 is really short, and that's why it's one of the best short pianos you can get. The Blüthner 7 is one of the most beautiful sounding pianos. Broadwood Barless, now that's unusual for us to get a Broadwood Barless, but we do. I'm really looking for them. They're so good. They're Broadwood's best pianos, basically. We don't really have many other Broadwood Grands, but 9750, well, we can't replace it, so it's the fact of replacement, really. We're not likely to get another one soon. It is extremely good. Our main technician, one of our main technicians, was really eulogising about it when he was tuning it the other day and perfecting it. So it's just been perfected a lot since the video was made. That's been really perfected. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to make another video of that. Sorry about that. Richard Lipp 154. That's a piano that we've worked on already. It's got a worksheet, but we've got little bits of extra work to do just to finish it off. But a high quality piano, and again, Richard Lipp, as I mentioned earlier, is one of my very favourite pianos. Bechstein B. That is Sheraton style, a bit different from the usual ones we have, slightly younger piano. Normally we've got them in up to about 1910 with the turned legs and fretted desk. This is slightly different if you have a look at it. It's a style that was popular on that time, and Steinways as well, other makes did the same. In fact, I think the Broadwood actually is similar style, so similar age. Hoffman Bechstein, that's the piano we're always trying to source. 7,900. I think that probably could be reduced a bit. So 750. I think will be, just because we need the pianos to turn over. Really, that's been in since October. So that's a bit too long for us. Really, we want the pianos to go. Ed Seiler. This is extremely unusual piano. It has a wonderful casework of an Ed Seiler, but it has a modern piano inside it. I bought that partly because Feurig mentioned the 123 Feurigs. Go back to that. They will produce this piano without a case, so you can have a high quality piano in an old case if you've got an old case that you like, and it's big enough. The Ed Seiler is quite a big piano, so that's easily fitted, the Reed Sun. No problem with that at all. Kemble 141, so I've written over the top of that a little bit. Kemble 141 is a very, very short grand piano, and very short grand pianos, shorter than the Broadwood I mentioned. Sorry, I beg your pardon. The Blüthner I mentioned earlier is the standard. Well, 150, 153 is the normal short one that we do. I'm trying to find short pianos because there's lots of demand for them. And Kemble, they make very good small uprights, which is one of our favourite models, Kemble Compact. I've mentioned that on a video of the Kemble. I've just made a video of the Kemble, actually, for those who are asking for it. Sorry, I'm a bit behind with videos. 750, it's a delightful piano. I think it's nicer toned than a new one. Yeah, if you're a tuner, you'd like to comment on that. So small Kemble Grands are extremely good pianos and have a much more interesting sound, I think, than some of the pianos from the Far East. Sorry to criticise those. I'm trying to say the Kemble's a very good piano. So where have you got to next? The Youngchang just come in, and actually it was sold about 20 years ago by us and come back in, and my colleague has just been refining it, doing fine refinements. It's not been 2 years since it was made. I haven't made a video of this. I'm hoping to do that very soon. I know a lot of you want to see videos, but you could always phone up when we're in front of the piano, and then we can show you the piano, play the piano for you. So please do phone up, and we can do that for you. Find the phone number. I'll put the phone number under this video as well, so please do that. So it's Youngchang. If you're in the trade, you know that they worked a lot with Yamaha. Yamaha helped them to establish, and then they became one of the two main Korean factories. 750, well, tremendous value, really. That piano looks like new almost, and we're going to get our polyester expert to just perfect, not very many scratches, but a few of them. So, well, there are only a few scratches. What I mean is he'll perfect them all, hopefully. So Gores and Kalman, this is exceptional. This is something I never expected. A very, very short piano. We talked about the Kemble being short. Look at this one, 135. That's 5'4", 4'5" inches long. So, and the quality of it, well, the Gauls and Cumans very respected make. Not most of the Gauls and Cumans in the UK are older than 1930. They're more like 1900, 1915, and quite a lot of them. But I don't think I've seen a Gauls and Cuman that's 1930, and I'm certainly going to try and source those again. I've got a video of that, just made it. Steingraber, that is, Steingraber's respected so much in the trade, really, and they still make pianos, and don't make too many, but like concert grands and all sorts, and very respected make indeed. So very pleased to get that 7.5. I think we will reduce that just because it's been in for a while. It's a bit unique, really, so I didn't want to sell it quickly, but we do need to sell pianos, so I think about 7.250 we'll reduce that to. And the next one is Bechstein. Sorry, I might be going a bit slow, I'll try and speed up. Bechstein 8, a black one. We have two black Bechstein 8s. Not sure where the other one is on the stock list. I think I need to put it on. But both of them very similar pianos. The Bechstein 8 is one of the ones we try and source particularly. 8, 7 and 6. 6 is very tall indeed. 8 is 7 is taller than 8, and that's how it goes. And that price, well, yes, we're always selling them at that kind of price, really. 1907, they go right through to, I'm not sure how far, 1930 or so. The earliest is 1902. Well, lovely rich tone. Going on to caps. Now that one, I love the style of caps, not only the sound of them, and this is the top range caps. It has 88 notes, which I need to put there actually, because most capses don't have 88 notes. Although I got it particularly knowing how it was very special. 1930 is much later than most capses, but the style of this, Art Deco kind of style, goes back actually quite a long way. I've had one or two other similar ones. This is a digital piano. We never had a digital piano at that kind of price before, but they are double that new, I think. Please make us an offer. Excuse me. Please make us an offer if you're interested in that. Again, we've got quite relatively low rental. Rental should be 3% of this price. So 3% of the purchase price is normal rental. So that's about right, isn't it? Let's reduce it slightly. 6,250, and we'll reduce the rental to 2. It's so difficult to price pianos, really, isn't it? That's a bane of my life, trying to make them fair and make sure they sell quickly. Bosendorfer upright, Boston Boston upright, is made by Kawai, I think, and designed by Steinway, and it's a very acceptable piano, very good piano indeed. I don't know, but Bon very well. We have sold one before, but this one is the year 2000, so it's quite young. It's almost perfect. And by the way, it's not black. It's, we called it cherry. I think it is supposed to be cherry. I'm not very good on woods, as I've mentioned before. The Bechstein 5 upright. Now that one, we've got to do the rest plank on that piano. We can't sell it as it is. And if you have a Bechstein 5, that's an older Bechstein dating before 1902, then it's very often get loose tuning pins. So once we change the rest plank, the tuning pins are good forever, and they're so beautiful sounding and looking. That's why I reckon we've done quite a few rest planks for clients' own pianos. Frank, now this is a one-off for me because I've never had a Frank before, but I'm very pleased to have got it. I like the art case that it has, and you'll see pictures on our website. This is underpriced really for the quality of the piano, but it's not known. I haven't made a video of it either. I really need to get some videos done this week. Foric 125 is not in stock, and Foric say they're not sure when one's going to come in. They're very nice looking pianos. They're not really much different from the 122, I don't think, which is the one that we sell a lot of. There's Foric 122. And they're now at 5,000. Unfortunately, Foric's prices are going up slightly with the new ones just come in because of various reasons, I think, with the lockdown and also the EU and so on. Foric are finding it really hard to price their pianos. You'll know from videos that we've done how much we appreciate this make. So several Foric. That one's sold on Saturday. So we've got four Foric uprights, 122s, which is the main one that we sell. The 123 we're hopefully going to get in a couple of months, but Foric haven't got them in Europe at the moment. Yamaha U3H, well, this is very, very common stock that we sell. And so U3H and U1G. The G and the H, they are the series that we really like, as I've mentioned many times before. So I really recommend them. Yamaha U1H, so U3s and U1s, they're slightly cheaper than the new Forex, although we have got one new Forex that was in before, so that's before the prices went up. I don't know why it's still there. They're as good as each other. They're slightly different from one another. Again, if you want to, you can phone us when we're in front of the piano, and we can play the piano and demonstrate it. And there's quite a few knowledgeable staff who can help you, fortunately. So U3G, there's a G. So whenever there are Gs available, I try and get the Gs. I just like them. They're slightly mellower toned. Slightly older, by the way. They'll be 1970 to 1972. The H's are 1972, I think. Although I think they started in 1970 as well, up to 1980. I think that's correct. Welmar, one of our preferred makes, as we've mentioned before, and that's exceptional in every way, really. And it's just the height, that's for a small piano. So these are smaller pianos we're coming to now. These are digital pianos, sorry, that's a digital piano. And the Kawai CA series is really our preferred one in terms of tone and so on. And that's actually says due in. I'm sorry about that. Kawai are also having problem with supply. So we have got some, though. You'll see on the stock list, the ones that don't say due in are actually in the shop. I'm sorry, there'll be some, hopefully on the stock. I know there are some because I've seen them. CA59 down here. That's going down a bit. Let's look at that in a minute. Knights. We've got Knights is one of our preferred makes. Knights and Welmars are the two main ones that we're trying to source. There are other good makes of piano. It's just that they're the ones that, but Knight particularly, if you're a tuner, you can make a comment underneath to say what you think about Knight pianos. Incredibly stable pianos. So again, the prices of these, I'll go through all the Knights just to see whether these prices are correct, but it's just a question of supply and demand. And certainly there's been lots of demand. We had 10 in at one stage before the first lockdown, and they all went very quickly, so I have to be very careful with that. Kawai K15 is new, and that surprised us how good those new pianos are, because we normally do the higher quality Kawais, that's the upmarket ones, and we have some on order, but again, Kawai's got this problem with supply. But this is a K15E, which schools ordered some from us, and we're very impressed by those. So that's recommendable, definitely. Smaller piano again, so the height here, if you look at the dimensions, you'll see it's smaller than, well, shorter anyway. Another Knight, another Knight, another Knight. So we have got quite a few Knights in, but as I say, they all flew out the door when we last had lots in. So if you want us to distinguish between them, again, if you like to phone up, we'll get in front of them. Kemble is, yes, that's 110. That's a similar quality piano, really. Tend to be a bit less expensive, but it's in perfect condition and hardly used. By the way, we're always choosing pianos that are hardly used. This is an eccentric one. It's got it in Ferrari red. Eccentricity of mine. It's a Ripon, and has been redone, the whole case. You can look at that and see what you think. Good piano, and not too expensive, I think, for what it is. So maybe you could be rented out, a very low rental I put on it, so that encourage rental. And again, 10 months rental, and that's taken off that price of that piano or any other piano for that matter. So you can rent that and then change it if you want to. So there's a digital I mentioned before. And Yangchang is a part exchange Yangchang, and it's been in since August last year, so I think we're going to reduce that slightly. It's already inexpensive, but as I say, we need to get to move pianos, so 1650 I think for that one. And these digital pianos, they're at the prices that were recommended prices. Basically, we don't make enough profit on digitals. It's very, very difficult, actually. That one was due in, sorry. So this one is in. I'm sorry if we put the due in. It's just that we want people to know that we can get them, and Kawai normally deliver within a week, but at the moment they've got real problems. Yamaha CVP is a used Yamaha, and Clavinova, we do try to source good quality, hardly used Clavinovas, because they're good competitors and they're cheaper than the new pianos, the new digitals as well, and very high quality. Then we come to our piano stools, and we have a selection of those. I'll go quickly. Concert stool, that's obviously that's the same one there. So it's 7 foot. That's yeah. So if you see anything on the internet cheaper than what we've put it on at, and please let us know, because we want to be competitive, obviously. But these are Spanish made. They're much higher quality, I think, than European, and I think they're very high quality. Let's put it that way. Don't want to do a comparison. But have a look at those. And Cat's clips, that's a useful accessory if you need book holders on a piano, and they're sort of movable book holders. So I thoroughly recommend Cat's clips. We've just supplied one with the Foric that we sold. Petrov is a rental piano. So that one would normally, if it was for sale, it would be about 2,500 or perhaps 2,000. But we're renting it at £70 a month. It belongs to a client, and client bought it from us and has moved and can't take it with them. I think they've gone abroad, and when they come back, they want it back. So rather than pay all that storage, we will rent the piano out for them. Good quality piano, obviously gets used, tuned, and that's good for the piano, providing it's kept well. So I've gone through the whole thing. Simon Model A is a rental piano, same again, as owned by a client, and that also is very inexpensive rental. I hope that's been helpful, and if you are interested, as I say, please write to info@robertspianos.com, and if you'd like us to get in front of a piano, then let us know in the email, and we'll try and do that for you. Thank you very much for listening.